Hello my dear students, finally the wait is over and MPSC has released a notification for Meghalaya Civil Services Exam 2025. So in this class, I will be discussing about what's given in the notification, what important things we should not be missing while filling up the form, etc. So we were already eagerly waiting for this notification for past 2-3 years, because if I am not wrong, the last notification came around 2022. So finally in 2025 they have released a notification for 36 posts, which is a very good number. And now I will be talking about what's given in the notification. So the notification is released on 10th of October 2025, and after the last date for filling the form will be 10th of November 2025. So up to 5 PM you can fill the form and make the payment within that time only. So more or less the notification is similar to the old one, but there are certain few changes, and I will be talking about those things, because in the first page more or less the information is same to the last one, and here is the details of the posts which they have given, the details of the seats which they have given. Here you can see in the Meghalaya Civil Services, the unreserved seats are 6 in number. Then there are for Khasi and Jaintia 14 seats are there. For Garos 14 seats are there. There is seat for SC and ST also, that is the number is 2. So that makes it total 36 posts are given, which is a very good number, because the population of Meghalaya is very small as compared to the larger states which are UP, Bihar. All these states have very large number of population. That is why the seats are you will see that either 500 seats, 400 seats, 300 seats are announced. So as far as Meghalaya is concerned, this is a very good decent number of the seats which they have announced. So finally, if we go down to some downwards, we can find out that there is a note given which was not given in the earlier notifications, and this note says that there is certain restriction for the people who are doing some degree courses, some certificate kind of courses, and trying to fill this application. So the students who are obtaining their certificates from Institution of Electronics and Telecommunication Engineers, Aeronautical Society of India, etc., are not allowed to fill this form. So this is a very, very important thing for the people who are doing their graduations from these institutes, because these are not regular colleges. They don't provide the regular degrees which are provided in the colleges which are accredited by UGC or AICTE. So these are not similar degrees. So that is why there is some kind of restriction put on these degrees. So if you are from these degrees, then you should be for any kind of clarification, you can contact the organization. They have given their email ID as well as their telephone numbers. So if you belong to these institutes, if you have taken degree or certificate courses from these institutes and you are not able to fill the form, then you can contact these numbers. Okay, but finally they have said that these people will not be allowed to sit in the exam as per the Delhi High Court judgment of 2013. As per the Delhi High Court judgment of 2023. So basically this is coming after 2022 notification. Okay. So one more, if there is another thing which is given here is in para 2, that is about the age and age relaxation which is given here. So normally for almost for every state PCS and UPSC, the age limits in every state is this, that is 21 years to 32 years, and the upper age limit is relaxable, is getting relaxed by 5 years for SC/ST candidates. So this is one more thing. And then if you are belonging to SC/ST category, for you the upper age limit will be 37 years. Okay. Then the date of birth will be from your matriculation certificate, that is the passing certificate or school leaving certificate. So from that will be the proof of the date of birth which they have said here. Then there are no other things which are of significance here in this segment. Then we are talking about the posts. So there is direct recruitment to group C and D posts. There is direct recruitment to group A and B posts also. These are those posts in which the examination is not required, that open competitive examination is not required. So there is a direct recruitment for that based on their eligibility, based on their experience and all. And for the direct recruitment to group A and B, there are certain posts for which there is open competitive examination also. So this is basically civil services exam in which you will be applying for A, B, C and D also. So necessarily if you are getting a good score, then automatically you will get a class or B class service here. Anyway, so fee will be 460 rupees, that is some relaxation is also given to certain classes. Then you have to submit the application on this website by clicking. Here is the link they have provided in the notification itself. You can copy here and paste it in the browser. Then you can be redirected to the page where you can make the payments as well as fill up the form. So basically, as I told earlier, you have to submit everything before 5 p.m. And the date will be 10th of November 2025. So before that you have to do everything. Do not go for the last date, so that you are getting hurry and the site is getting crashed. So don't wait for that. So do everything even 10 days before or 5 days before. You should be submitting everything very carefully. Okay. So then there are 5 centers which they have named in the first page itself. So if I am telling you, so here are the 5 centers which they have said that examination centers are Shillong, Tura, Jowai, Williamnagar and Nongstoin. So there will be 5 centers. But if the commission thinks that there is a large number of applicants and they cannot conduct the requisite exam in this 5 centers, then they can extend some centers also. But remember one thing, once you have chosen one center, there is no option for the change in any way. Okay. So while choosing the center, you should be very careful, because there will be no window provided to change the or alter your test centers. Okay. So coming to other things, more or less everything is just generic in nature. So online application I have told you, you can fill it from here. Payment you can do it on the same website, there is nothing special about it. And then if we come down, so there is method of selection. It is written that for the post of Meghalaya Civil Services Examination, the scheme of the examination will be that preliminary examination will be there, then there will be mains exam, then there will be interview. So already I have told all these things in our course beginning of the, which is uploaded on YouTube also. You can just simply go there and get an idea of how to prepare for that exam. And we will be launching one other course also for this. It will be like a crash course for prelims. It will be a crash course for mains. We will be launching courses for mentorship. We will be launching courses for answer writing, and all these things we are doing for exclusively for MPSC exam. Because now if you will see that there is a common trend that since the syllabus is similar, examination pattern is similar to UPSC, the same batch is conducted for the MPSC students also. Means the Meghalaya students are studying in UPSC batches for this exam. Okay, so there is a slight difference in the level of questions which you have just witnessed in the APSC exam. The APSC exam which was conducted on 11th, 12th and 13th of October, you will find that there is a contrast, there is a change in the pattern of question, and this question was not similar to the questions which are asked in UPSC. And that is why we have launched a separate, completely separate batch for Meghalaya Public Service Commission, and whatever preparation we will do according to the previous year trends, the current trend and all these kind of things we will consider exclusively for Meghalaya into that batch. Okay. So that batch is already running. We started that 2 to 3 months back, and we are in a very good position into that. Okay. So now there are, in the scheme of examination, you see that prelims exam is there. It is again a qualifier because no marks of prelims exam will be added in your merit list. So prelims exam, there will be 2 papers, general studies 1, general studies 2, and the general studies 2 will be CSAT. Okay. So CSAT is again qualifier for prelims exam. You have to score a minimum of 33% marks in CSAT exam. And similarly in prelims exam, the cutoff goes around 90, 98, 95. It depends on the level of question which they are asking and the number of students which are appearing. I will tell you about the cutoff in a moment. Okay. Then main examination, again the subjects are similar, the pattern is similar to UPSC, GS 1, 2, 3, 4, and in that I have already discussed in a different video, so no need to discuss here. So it will be after adding the marks of the optional subject also, GS plus optional here will make it around 1750 marks. Okay, 1750, and then there will be 270 marks, 5 marks interview. So that will make it 2025, and on that basis, whatever score you are doing in out of 2025 marks, your merit list will be prepared. So if you scored better, you will get A class service, and your based on your choice, what you are making, your whatever option you are making. Okay. Then if we go down, the interview will be conducted, and there will be panel of 3 members. In state PC you will see 3 members, in UPSC you will see 5-member panel. So there will be a 3-member panel where there will be an interview, and the interview is of high importance because it is of 275 marks. So anyway, so these things are given here, there is nothing to worry about. Then one more thing I want you to focus, that look at this. The point number 6.2 says that the ratio to be maintained from prelims examination to main examination is 1:15. So try to understand it. For example, if suppose 1000 students come here and appear in prelims exam. So suppose the students are 1000. Let's take it 10,000 students, because 1000 is a very small number to make an estimate. Suppose 10,000 students appeared for prelims exam. Then, and the number of seats are 36. Okay. So how many students they will allow to appear in mains exam? That will be 36 into 15. So that will be 36 into 15 roughly. So you can calculate that it will be around 500 students. So out of 10,000, only 500 students will be allowed to write the mains exam. Okay. So it will be more than 500. So around 500 students will be allowed to write the mains exam. Then what they have said, that the ratio to be called for from main exam to the personal interview will be 1:1.5, which means that in the interview, if there are 36 seats, then multiply it by 1.5. So it will be around, I think around it will be 50 roughly, approximately. So 50 students will be called for interview, around 50 students. So what will happen? Suppose 10,000 students appeared in prelims exam, then out of them around 500 students will be selected to write the mains exam. Then from these 500 students, only 50 students will be called for the interview. This is what this rule says. Okay. So you should be understanding that the prelims is a eliminator round. Okay. A large number of students will be eliminated in the prelims itself, which happens in UPSC, because in UPSC what will happen, this is the ratio is 1:3, both in prelims, and 1:3 both in interview and mains. So this is the ratio in UPSC, but here the ratio is very different. It is 1:15 in prelims exam and 1:1.5 in mains exam. So what will be the cutoff? The cutoff will be the marks of this 500th student will be the cutoff for prelims exam, and marks of this 50th student will be the cutoff for the mains exam. You got it? Because the number of seats is fixed, 36. 36 multiplied by 1.5, that means around 50. So they will be calling 50 students. It is fixed. So whatever marks will be for the 50th student, it will be the cutoff to clear the mains round. Okay. So this is how calculation is done. Anyway, so final segment is the personal interview. So all things are given. This is a very generic kind of thing. I have told you about it, and there are certain instructions given, but none of the instruction is of high significance. You already know all these kind of things. Okay. And the thing which I told you, that in point number 5 you will see the change of examination center will not be entertained. Therefore candidates are advised to opt their examination center judiciously, which means you should be very careful while filling the choice of your center in your form. Okay. Then sports person, physically handicapped candidates, and there is nothing more about it. So that's all for today. And okay, finally, so it is just very briefly they have given their notification, and about the syllabus and the exam pattern I have discussed in a separate video, in a very elaborate manner, and that will be very beneficial for you. So finally this will be going on the YouTube for your information, and if there is any query related to this examination, you are free to call me or message me on the number which is provided in the description box of this video. Okay, and I am writing the number here also. If you are facing any kind of difficulty to understand or something like that, so we will be very happy to help you, because now we are trying to introduce our courses in the entire Northeast, and we are starting with, we have already done it for past 2 to 3 years in APSC exam, and now we are extending it to Meghalaya, and then we will extend it to other states also in Northeast. So 9102557680. So this is our number in which you can send a message and ask for anything or any kind of help related to the notification. You are not understanding any kind of point or something like that, anything you can ask us. Okay, so thank you for today, and we will be coming up with the next video very soon, and which will be again very beneficial for your civil services exam. Okay, so thank you.